Hello guys, Moukass here. Today I wanted to talk about one of the most important things in Planetside 2, deploying and managing a Sunderer. Even when playing solo, this is very useful for you and your team, because spawn options can make you lose or win a fight. So here the TR was unstoppable on the east lane. They kept capturing bases and we couldn't stop them. They took Mao, then Mao Watchtower, and now they were at NS Refinery. And they were getting really close to our rope gate. So a little before losing NS Refinery, I decided to redeploy to our next base, Camp Waterson, to set up a defensive Sunderer. Because I knew they will come here next. There is no big surprise with the lattice system. So I pulled the Deployment Shield Sunderer because I just wanted to use it as a spawn point. I didn't have any gunners and I wanted to play infantry. So the most important part of deploying is the placement, of course. The Sunderer needs to be totally at cover from the enemies, while still close to the combat. And I like to completely stick it to a wall, so no one can hide in between the Sunderer and the wall. For example, if a light assault attacks it, he'll have to be in the open, very exposed, without anywhere to hide. Also, I deployed it right next to a lifter and a lot of buildings, so the people spawning have cover and the high ground almost immediately. This will make them more effective with minimal downtime if they die. So once my Sunderer is deployed, I can continue to fight at the front line. The TR just took NS Refinery and they were heading here to Camp Waterson and to my Sandy. We also had one bus deployed a little ahead in the open, but it didn't last long because the enemy circled it pretty quickly with vehicles and maxes, and our troops didn't have any cover or high ground or any advantage, so they weren't very effective. But when they arrived at the walls at Camp Waterson, they had to face me first, defending my bus, and more NC. The most important for us was to hold these stairs. This was the only way for the TR to get in the base from the east. Except for light assaults, of course, but they had a very hard time alone behind enemy lines. We had cover and they didn't. And one light assault cannot take down a Deployment Shield Sunderer, because you need at least 4 bricks of C4 to take it down, so it was pretty safe from solo attacks. So to defend the stairs, I went heavy assault, the NC Grunt. My exact loadout is the G-Saw with the 2x scope and the LA8 Rebel as my secondary, Nanoweave armor, adrenaline shield and the enhanced targeting implant, so I can see the health of the enemies and especially the health of the vehicles and the maxes. I think it helps a lot against them. And finally I have the Hawk launcher to deal with air and ground. I don't have the Araxim yet for these weapons, that's why I'm using them a lot recently. So the fight at the stairs was really epic. And I'm pretty sure we could hold the enemies thanks to the deployed Sunderer. We could keep spawning and fighting from cover when the TR was forced into a choke point without any cover, so I had a ton of fun defending the stairs. So the NC could keep Camp Waterson, the TR force got badly wrecked this time, and this allowed us to counterattack. Food zerging in the desert is one of the most epic things in Planetside 2. But you really need to have a spawn point close in case you die. So to keep our momentum, I followed our troops with my bus. I'm using fire suppression and the racer chassis to move as fast as possible. I don't want to lose my bus while crossing in the open. And I always deploy behind cover, but the closest possible from the enemies. So the NC could keep pushing without punishment if they die. And I was also using the horn a lot. I love this horn, guys. I found out that it's very useful to make the NC aware that you're coming. It's much easier to get gunners with it, and you get less road kills if you horn before, and you get much less team kills, because apparently they hear the horn. I'm using the Liberty horn, guys. It's really funny. It was given to me by Player Unknown. Thanks, man. This horn is awesome. So again, once it's deployed, I just go and fight as infantry, because that's what I enjoy the most. And by keeping our momentum, we made it to the next base. We completely destroyed the TR force on the way, and we even retook NS refinery, and even my watchtower, and I got a ton of fun and certs, and I was very proud. So I really wanted to showcase this moment, because it's a very good example on how you can impact the battle, even solo, just by anticipating the enemy moves and investing some time in preparation. So I hope more people will start managing Sunderers, because they are so cheap and so useful, guys, that I'm shocked to not see more of them deployed on the battlefield. I think they create the good fights in Planetside 2, the fights between the bases in the open. These are the best in my opinion. It really looks epic, and for me that's what Planetside 2 is about. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and the tips. And if you have any feedback on this or the video, please post it in the comments. I would love to know how you use your Sunderer to impact the battle, and if you have some more tips for Sundy drivers like me. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a mega uber super epic big ass thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated, guys. And that's it. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.